3 of these documents are FBI 302 memos, notes that FBI agents used to summarize witness interviews. These notes contain unsubstantiated sexual assault allegations against Donald Trump. Specifically, they detail an unsubstantiated account of a woman who accused Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein of sexually assaulting her decades earlier when she was just a teenager. One of the new documents reads in part, quote, "Redacted was asked whether she felt comfortable detailing her contacts with Trump. Redacted again asked what the point would be of providing the information at this point in her life when there was a strong possibility nothing could be done about it."
What these are 3 additional Form 302s reflecting 3 additional interviews of this same woman, culminating in an October 2019 interview where, as Alicia just said, she tells the FBI that she is aware that because of when she alleges her abuse occurred, and specifically because it was in the 1980s, and we're now talking to her in 2019, she tells the agents that she's aware the statutes of limitation of any viable federal violation may have run. She asks the agents, what's the point? And I think the agent's response here is just as interesting as some of her allegations, as salacious as they are and as unverifiable and unverified as they are, because the agent says all victims of crime should have the opportunity to tell their story, and they wanted to give her that opportunity if she wanted to, and she just didn't take it. To me, this is significant because we knew that this woman had allegations about Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump, who she says she met when she was a teenager, and that both of them sexually abused her. What we didn't know is how it ended. And now we're seeing that the way that it likely ended is that the woman refused to cooperate with federal law enforcement authorities.
You already referenced, Alicia did as well in the intro, about how heavily redacted these documents are. Not just the documents that we've already seen, but these 302s in particular. Talk a little bit more about the redaction. Is there anything that can be done about the redaction? Because I firmly believe the moment you can pull back the cover on a name and expose it fully, you have vindicated these women. And that frustration that I felt when you were reading what she said to that agent can be addressed.
Michael, it's a really, really tricky thing, right? Because I agree with you. I talk to a lot of these survivors, including survivors for whom 302s are already in the files. And when I speak to them, I often learn things that you can't see in these produced 302s because of how heavy the redactions are. I'm thinking about someone I even spoke to earlier today. At the same time, there are members of Congress who obviously we know have access to see these files. They can see what we cannot. And yet, we know from the experiences of certain members that when they try to put those names in the public domain, oftentimes they're not the people that they think they are.